Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Matt, aka The Cosmic Link. First off, I want to say sorry for having taken this long to make another video. There's a lot of crazy energy moving at the moment right now, and of course I am not immune to it. So I've just been having to deal with some shifting that's been going on, integration, I am here today, and today we're going to be doing a pick a card, looking at blunt truths from your higher self. So just very straightforward, direct messages that aren't necessarily dancing around emotions, but just kind of getting to the core truth of the matter, right? And of course, this is always with divine love, but it's good for us to remind ourselves and be reminded that, God is as loving as it is, and love itself is very matter of fact and straightforward, and the truth is love. The truth is the truth, right? So opening ourselves up to receive that with grace and love and understanding and a greater awareness, we are all on that journey. So we have 3 piles today. We have pile number 1 here with justice. We're using the Buffy deck, by the way, so this is Angel on the Justice card, and for pile 1, we have the Amethyst Geode piece. And then pile 2, we have Queen of Swords or Scythes in the Buffy deck with Jenny Calendar from the series on the card, and the Clear Quartz point. Pile number 3, we have the Emperor card with Buffy herself on the card. And we have this Amethyst. So let us tune in together, take a breath, and begin to synchronize our energies. It can help to imagine a red cord going from your root chakra down into the center of the earth, and imagine a white or whatever color magenta cord going from your crown up into the heavens, and then having those 2 polarities meet in the middle at the heart space to harmonize the energetic system. And of course, we are only receiving messages from the widest, most loving light available to us. So with that said, we will begin with pile number 1. Hi, pile 1. You guys chose the Justice card here with Angel from Buffy on there with his sword. So we'll put this up here. Right away, I mean, justice is a card of like unequivocal truth and just what is right. It's very matter of fact in its verdict and judgment of what is right. So perhaps you've been in a situation where something feels out of balance or unfair, one-sided in some type of capacity, maybe not an equal give and take, like one party, maybe you giving more than you're receiving. But this card and you choosing this card is affirmation that things will be coming into balance very soon, and karma is being restored in a fair, just way. So you might be on a journey taking steps forward where you're about to resolve something with people in your life, or a situation that has felt, again, out of balance. I do get that sense of taking those steps forward and like your movement kind of allowing things to click back into their right place. So let's see if I can get any other messages from this. With the night sky and the crescent moon here, there is a sense that like for a while some of you may have felt like you've been in the dark regarding a certain situation in your life, or even just like the path ahead at large, like feeling like you're walking blind or, walking in the dark. But this also feels like an illumination, and seeing that you've been on the right path all along, and seeing that like the road that you've traveled is getting you to the right places and into the right energies with the right people and the right circumstances. Yeah, and you're also going to be moving forward, and if you're not already feeling like you're in this energy, I just feel you feeling unafraid to speak whatever truth has to be spoken, and not coming from a triggered place, but just coming from a very like even-keeled energy. So it's a good energy to start out with. I'm gonna actually put this at the top here and we'll get more. So, God, what blunt truth wants to come through for my pile number 1 today? What blunt truth wants to come through for my pile number 1 for their highest good, from the highest source of white light, truth, and love? 2 of Pentacles. What blunt truth wants to come through today for pile 1, God? 5 of Wands. 6 of Cups. Let's get more. Page of Wands. Get one more for this row. And the 6 of Swords. Okay, we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck showing up. I'll put that there. Okay. Oh, and Judgment. Okay. So let's just tap into the energy around this for you guys. There's a sense of you learning how to be your own support system through any kind of perceived conflict around you, or kind of chaotic energies that are being stirred up, like the dust sort of getting kicked up around you, and kind of you feeling like you're needing to juggle and balance different things, whether that's like different relationships, different dynamics, different energies, feeling almost like you're still in one reality, but you're also moving into a new reality, and kind of like juggling the two and learning how to integrate them, and maybe feeling some like disruptive energy kind of kicking up around you as you're kind of like, I get the sense of like this inner spark being lit within you, where you feel more confident within yourself. You feel more capable of like healing and kind of doing what you need to do in order to move forward in your life. And so as you're becoming more aware of that, it might be disrupting certain things in your reality, or you may be witnessing and observing certain things in your reality kind of dissolving, falling apart a little bit, or just kind of picking up like a resistant energy within yourself, within other people around you. But it's like there's this understanding with the Justice card next to the Empress that this is like, this is good. Like this is part of your process of things balancing out ultimately. And it is ultimately whatever dust is being kicked up, it is allowing for things to kind of break apart or fall away so that things can come back into order. It's interesting sometimes for things to come into order, they have to be out of order for a moment. And with the Judgment card showing up at the beginning, it's like this is a major awakening that you're having to this, where it feels like you're no longer fearing the conflict, but you're almost, I don't want to say embracing it, but you're just, you have what it takes to just move through it and not really like be taken out by it and like knocked on your booty. And it's like, maybe this is a new experience for you where you're kind of viewing the conflict around you and just like, no, I'm not going to be bothered. You know, like look at Anya here. Very unbothered, very just like, okay, you know. And yes, there is this like you're protecting yourself and you're defending your own energy with the arms crossed here over the solar plexus. But with this sign here, please check all bags and baggage at the counter. It's like, that's almost like what you're saying here with these outside circumstances and energies that you might be observing. It's like, if you're going to engage with me, you're going to check yourself. You're going to check the baggage that you're carrying with you. And I'm not going to deal with everything that you're dealing with. That's yours. I'm dealing with my own stuff. I have my whole business running here. I have my shelf. I have my goods and services. That's what I'm concerned with. I'm not dealing with your baggage is coming through, because we also have Six of Swords showing up, which is about moving away from the conflict, moving into peaceful, stiller waters. And we do have that Moon card showing up again. So this is subconscious healing, unconscious healing, shadow work, kind of, but you with this Page of Wands, you kind of having more so the willpower now to carry on, carry forward, and like be unbothered in a sense, and almost view the whole thing as an adventure, as wild as that sounds. But it just feels like your skin is a little bit thicker at this point in your journey. So because we have the Six of Cups, some of this stuff that you might be dealing with might be with people from your past, from your childhood. It could be family, friends. It could be somebody who you view as a soul connection, whether that be romantic or platonic. But at the core, because this is at the center of the spread, at the core of all of this kind of the illusion and perception of conflict and disruption and balancing and juggling and integrating and healing and everything that's going on, there is this core element of love, kindness, respect. So I think maybe because you're more in touch with like this infinite, eternal, unseverable love that you have within yourself and your inner child, and the protection that you have for your inner child and that God has for your inner child, it's like that's what I feel like is kind of anchoring you within everything going on here. And with the Empress showing up, I do just think that you are at the stage where it's like, okay, I'm worthy of like not allowing my peace to be disrupted by something that's external, by something that has nothing to do with who I am, my core, you know, my source. It's like nothing going on outside of me is disrupting my source. And I am aware that we're moving in a better direction, and that, you know, balancing out energies and dealing with some conflict. It's just part of the process. So it feels like there is that understanding here with you guys, pile one, which is good. You know, that denotes a level of maturity and willingness to just kind of go with it and know that, you know, you're unshakable and you can handle it, right? You're at a point where you can handle it and where you trust and know that everything is balancing out and working out for your highest good. Let's see here, what else is coming through. Yeah, and if there's like triggers or kind of like this feisty, fiery energy that's coming up within you or other people around you, or maybe perhaps mirrored, it's like I feel like you can just like let it come out and then just kind of like let it go, you know, move away and honor it and not get spooked by any kind of like feisty exchanges. You're just like, it is what it is. And I'm too old to hang on to this. And I'm, you know, I've got things to do. I've got other things that I'm concerned about. I'm going through my own awakening and petty things aren't going to throw me off, right? So that's a great energy. And again, it might be new for some of you to kind of interact with that in that way. Like before, maybe you would get easily triggered or feel hurt. So you might be kind of impressed with yourself that you're having this new way of being with it all. Okay, here, let's see. Oh boy. King of Cups at the bottom. Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Tower. So clearly there's something in your reality that you're just like over and it's not meeting your needs and you know, you're almost like ready for the tower to fall and crumble and you're just like, you might feel like things are moving in slow motion in certain ways. You might be kind of being shown through like triggers or rude awakenings, sort of like where you're feeling that your needs have not been met, where your current circumstances or the people in your life aren't meeting your needs, and you're feeling that void of like that emptiness where, you know, you're not being fulfilled in some way, and you might be feeling like, oh gosh, this process is taking a long time, but you know that you're moving in the right direction with the Knight of Pentacles because it's a very reliable, loyal energy of like, yeah, I'm moving this direction and I'm not being thrown off course. It's very steady and stable and solid. But yeah, as you're watching this video, you might just be kind of feeling like, ugh, you know, but there's an opportunity. Four of Cups, there's always an opportunity being offered to you by the universe, maybe outside of like where you're currently focused, maybe in your peripheral. There's like something else or a new perspective being offered to you through this. If you are being disturbed by some of the energies kind of breaking down around you, because the tower can be a disturbing sort of energy. And, you know, maybe you feel numb in certain ways to certain things happening around you. Because we have the King of Cups showing up at the bottom here. That is like an invitation to feel emotionally and process emotionally certain things that are coming up for you that want to be processed. But, you know, the king here is mature in his emotions. So this could be you acknowledging your emotions without letting them control you, and without, again, like I was saying, without getting triggered. So it's about honoring where maybe emotionally you were not satisfied or your needs weren't met, and just looking at that and honoring that and holding space, but not getting triggered, and just kind of like you can feel the weight of that and the meaning for you of that, and what that means for you moving forward, and kind of the new direction that you need to move in to be emotionally fulfilled and satisfied. But just, I feel for you, it's coming through in this like more mature, stable, balanced way, where you're like, yeah, this is how it has been, and it's not what I want, and I'm gonna choose better for myself and move in a healthier direction. And just being aware of like moving forward of like your needs, and like the types of situations and people that weren't able to meet your needs, and that caused you to sort of feel dissatisfied. And also, this is just not just other people, it's about us, right? We have to take responsibility. So where our own behaviors, mindsets, beliefs, patterns that created this situation and this feeling within our previous situations or our current situation. It's just about like looking at where we haven't met our own needs based on our own criteria for certain relationships and situations, or just simply through the process that we've been on, and like seeing where we've been, where we are, and where we're choosing to go next. So again, with Judgment at the bottom, that's like realizations, Tower as well, realizations, awakening. Page of Wands is like information coming in, and that, again, that spark of like, oh, this is like an idea, kind of coming through. Knight of Swords coming up. So yeah, for some of you, there might be this tendency to want to like speak harshly with somebody, or somebody else is being harsh with their words, and kind of like coming on too strong a little bit. Again, this kind of gives me like that triggered response. So people might be getting, there might be a heavily triggered energy just with the people around you at the moment, or within you. Yeah, and there's just this like desire and need to just rest. Ooh, wow, that fell. Interesting. There's mirroring going on between you and the people around you, but there's this need for rest, and to just kind of like let the ego take a rest, let the overactive mind take a rest, and just like, again, like I was saying, it's kind of like, I'm too old for all of this. I'm too old for the BS. I'm too old for the conflict. I can see things for what they are, but just take it easy, and not like I don't have to act on my triggers, or I don't have to react to other people's triggers in the way that maybe I did in the past, or, in a way that might feel vindicating to me if I were to react in an equal way back. It's just sort of like learning how to neutralize the conflict energy within yourself and move away, move along. But we have the Lovers, and then we have the Six of Pentacles. So there is this reciprocated back and forth, give and take energy, and mirrored energy. So it feels like maybe for some of you, the outside energies are sort of a reflection of some of the stuff just kind of being moved through within your own energy, and maybe certain things, again, from your past and your childhood are coming up right now, perhaps through, again, relationships that are from your past and your childhood, or just that are triggering that same kind of feeling, those same energies. But for many of you as well, as you're going through this awakening process and bring things into balance, and for karma being restored and in a positive, balanced, just way. I do feel like you're coming more into union with yourself, and because we're talking about mirrored reflections, that for some of you, this may be reflecting back to you in relationships, in a relationship perhaps romantically, a union that feels like it actually is able to meet your needs and like reciprocate and mirror in a positive way, in a very mutually beneficial way, and in a very loving way. And even again, with the conflicted dynamics around you with these people, I still feel like there's love at the core. So if you're moving away from any of those energies, I do feel like there is love. Like you want to move away with a sense of love and peace here with the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords. Just desiring that peace. And you are moving in that direction if you're watching this, and you're moving towards something like that's more emotionally resonant and mutually beneficial and loving. I did see 2222 on the timer as I said that. And where you feel like new life is growing. We have these flames here. So for some of you, you might feel as if you're coming more into alignment with the twin flame energy, which is truthfully just coming more into alignment with yourself and with God, right? And that reflecting physically in a person outside of you. But yeah, there's the scales of balance again, like we have here. So whatever is shaking out right now, it's just the scales of balance coming back into alignment and order. And with the Empress here and this crown here, it feels like you're just stepping into your maturity and your ability to just own yourself and take ownership and responsibility for your own life and circumstances, and to make decisions and choices and choose to respond in ways that are healthy and that serve you and everybody else. Again, we have these like twin flame almost kind of energies. It's like one is yellow, one is red. So we have the opposites, the counterpart energy coming through here. And yeah, with the microphone here, it's just like you're more willing to like speak your mind and say what needs to be said in order to bring balance to the situation, even if it does initially kind of cause a trigger or kind of conflict. It's like you're just like, well, this is how it is and this is what's right, and I don't care. And me expressing this makes me feel safer in my own expression, in my own body. So let's see what else wants to come through here. I'm actually gonna pull from the Starseed Oracle and get a couple of these, and then we'll get a couple Angel Answers cards and close out your reading for today. So God, for my pile number one, what is the blunt, honest truth about the situation? For my pile number one, God, what is the blunt, honest truth about the situation? What is the blunt, honest truth? I'm seeing like snakes and bugs, and I was kind of getting the energy of that movie, A Bug's Life, the Pixar movie. Just a random little image there. Okay, we have you got the love. Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. So this is very relevant here to all of this. So exactly what I was saying, this is just confirmation that there is love at the core of all of this. You got the love, but part of love, stepping into love, is creating boundaries where there's codependency. And so codependency might be an issue for some of you watching this with family, with friends. You know, you, like I was saying at the beginning, you perhaps giving more than you're receiving and enabling that behavior from other people because that's what you feel you're just comfortable with that pattern. But it's about creating the boundaries from a place of what's right, just a grounded, stable place of this is what's right, this is what's needed, you know? Sorry for the focus, there we go. And just honoring that. And again, with this image, it's like there may be other people who are like not happy with you doing that, or they're triggered, or you creating the boundaries is making people question their own self-worth and their own issues, and kind of it's shining a light and putting a mirror on them and their own insecurities and wounds and their own unhealthy behaviors and patterns that maybe they've been unwilling to look at and confront. But you're just kind of like, no, like I need this line in the sand in order to create something healthier and in order to create a fulfilling energy for myself. And it is coming from self-love and ultimately love for the other. It's when we don't care about each other that we're just allowing and enabling BS. Earthed, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. So this is just taking that grounded approach to this whole situation and saying, this is the reality of this situation and this is how it needs to be. And, you know, things have to be healthy. And this is just part of your process of learning how to be human and learning how to take that step forward and that next level up on your journey of like love, inner union, and judgment is the card of like leveling up and awakening to this like new version of yourself and answering the call, the divine call to this new, embodying in an earthly way this new version of yourself, and continuing to just learn and grow and feel and heal and take it easy on yourself at the same time. And you know, there is a way to establish boundaries with people but still take it easy on them and not, you know, over project anger and conflict onto them, but just say, oh, nope, this is how it needs to be. I'm not going to fight. This is just how it is. And then to relax and trust that you setting the boundaries all you need to do with somebody. And if they love you, they're going to respect the boundaries, or at least look at themselves and feel their own triggers. And if you're not being reactive to their triggers, if you're not acting on your triggers, then there will be peace and balance restored once again. So for many of you, this is family. For others of you, this is like friends, lovers, living situation, relationships that maybe aren't the healthiest right now or moving forward, but you can still love somebody and still choose to, like, you know, move away perhaps. But whether you're physically moving away or not, it is just this healing, moving away from conflict, moving away from old patterns and just healing all of that. So, okay, lastly, we're going to get an angel answer card from this deck for you. I just hear Spirit saying you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. Your feelings are not lying to you. Not the right time. Interesting. I'll get one more. God for my palm number 1. Not the right time. Not quite sure. Ask for help from others. And there's something better showing up at the bottom. So let's see. What this could be saying, is if some of you are wanting everything to be okay and perfect and right and completely 100% healed or balanced, it could not be the right time for that balance to, like, this might just be saying that this is a process and that, you know, it's okay for this like unwanted energy to kind of be coming up to be seen. So it is the right time for that, but maybe not the right time for everything to be perfect yet. I don't know. That's kind of how I'm interpreting that energy there. Ask for help from others. So this is a card of like unity and like coming back together, coming back into union here. And like the divine masculine and feminine coming back into union. So that feels relevant somehow for some of you. And there might be other people involved in that kind of union energy. If you are meant to be meeting a partner or your counterpart, it may be through other people. But ask for help from others might also be seeking out like counsel, emotional counsel, therapy, because we have the King of Cups showing up. That's like a wise emotional counselor energy. And it might be saying for you to kind of seek out that emotional support outside of your current, you know, bubble. And it doesn't have to be like a licensed therapist that you're paying for, although it could be, but this could also just be like somebody who's emotionally available and mature, who can like see you and feel you and honor you. It feels like they're outside of this situation. And it feels like this is also kind of saying like you're going to be meeting people outside of this situation who can kind of like bridge that gap again between realities of like this conflict, this old kind of stuff breaking down, and the new, healthier, available, peaceful energies. So don't be afraid to like make that connection outside of your circumstances. So Pile One, that is what I'm getting for you today. Hopefully some of these messages resonated for you. If they did, I would love for you to like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that. You know the works. Also, I am doing personal readings. Information about that is in the description box below. Also, if you would like to contribute to the channel, there is also information about that as well. So thank you guys so much. I'm so sorry it took me this long to get back with another reading. But again, there's just a lot shifting and changing at the moment, and just going with it. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye. Hi there, Pile 2. So you guys chose the Queen of Swords or Scythes card here. And again, we're going to be looking at blunt truths from God, your higher self, that want to be known right now. And we also have the clear quartz point. So let's tap into the energy of this card for you guys. Okay. Right away, I'm getting this energy of protection and support. Like I'm seeing an umbrella over you, which is a symbol of protection. And I was getting the energy of support. We have this floppy disk here. So you might be uninstalling old programming and reinstalling new programming, and you're being assured by your guides and angels that you are being supported and protected through this transformational process that you're in. It's almost like she's taken out the red floppy disk and she's about to put in the black floppy disk. So somehow, because this is the Queen of Swords and we're having the color red, this may be uninstalling programs of anger that you are holding or have been holding within your system for a long time, that were conditioned and programmed and coded into you by your upbringing. And it's like, because we have the black floppy disk now, it's like you're about to like you're undergoing this major change, and because she's looking directly at the computer screen, it's like you're seeing the new program very clearly. And I also, with just the way she's dressed, I feel like you're allowing yourself to be softer. Even though the Queen of Swords is a very harsh, direct energy and card, I feel like this is a card in this instance of you seeing very clearly, like, the programs and the things that have been coming up to be removed and uninstalled, and seeing very clearly the new elements that you are incorporating back in to your field. And I think as you're in this process, you are being gentler and softer with yourself here, because this color is kind of like yellowish greenish almost, which is giving me the sense of like solar plexus and heart chakra connection, which is like about being compassionate with yourself and empowering yourself through softness is what's kind of coming through, which is funny that I'm getting that based on Queen of Swords energy, which is kind of not a very soft card. But again, we're uninstalling the kind of harsh, angry energies here, and we're seeing things more clearly. And I also feel like you're having more foresight about your next steps forward based on the work that you're doing and based on how you're feeling now. It's kind of giving you a preview for like what's next in a sense. Yeah, I want to pull more and get more information. So blunt truths for my pile number 2, God, for their highest good right now. The blunt and honest truth. The blunt and honest truth for my pile number 2. What's going on? We have 8 of Wands. We have Knight of Wands. We have the Fool. Wow. Yeah. What was I saying? Like moving forward, being able to see kind of the path ahead, and like it really feels like you're ready to take that leap out and like get energy moving and just go for it. Even if you don't have all the information, it's like you're seeing yourself clearly enough where it's like that is enough information. I am knowing where I'm coming from. I'm knowing my intentions. I'm knowing the next level that I want to be stepping into. So I can trust that. And I can trust that wherever I'm going and being led and guided, it's going to provide for me. It's going to meet me where I am in this new version of myself. And there's this sense of excitement with these Wands cards showing up. Like this excitement of like getting energy moving again, and like it feels like taking this leap forward. If you are currently considering taking a leap into a new direction, or you know, you've already made that decision but you're about to go, it feels like this is confirmation that you're on the right track, that this is the right move for you, and that having made this clear decision and seeing your situation very clearly is gonna like allow energy to just race forward, you know? And things are going to get moving very quickly once on the other side of like taking the step that you're thinking of taking or are taking. And it feels like a new adventure. Knight of Wands is like, I'm on an adventure and I'm having fun along the way. The Fool is the beginning of a new adventure because this is the first card in the tarot journey. So you have a lot of energy ahead of you. What's coming through for pile 2? What's the blunt, honest truth about what's coming through? God's source of the highest white light. Okay, I'm seeing the number 4, so that's a number of stability and foundation. So it feels like you've already created the foundation for what's next. I'm seeing a harp. So the harp, oh, okay, so this is a very solid energy. Like the number 4 is very solid. The Emperor is a very solid energy, meaning you've already made the decision, it feels like. And you're making this decision from a place of empowerment. And with this moon here, in this case, I feel like you're already aware that there are unknown factors involved, but you're just taking the step anyway. That's the very essence and nature of the Fool. These are both Aries cards, so I don't know if you relate with Aries energy, but interesting how we have the sun and the moon. So there might be counterpart energy coming through, or just balancing your masculine, feminine energies. Let's see here. Yeah, it just feels like you're okay with the unknown more so now, even though you do have a sense of something that's to come. But obviously we understand that we don't have all the information. We don't know everything. That's impossible. So it's just coming into this place of maturity and self-ownership and like being your own inner authority and letting that be enough to like take you forward on this new path with a sense of excitement. We do, oh, I was seeing the number 4 and we have the 4 of Pentacles showing up, more foundational energy. So yeah, you know that you're setting yourself up. You're creating a very healthy, solid foundation for yourself for whatever's next by taking this step forward. You're doing this with the intention of creating stability for yourself. And you're more aligned with your own sense of self-worth and empowerment. Let's get more for my pile number 2, God. The blunt and honest truth coming through for them. Some of you might be coming out of a period of darkness, you know, and into the light, into clarity. We have the sun showing up, and then we have the Ace of Swords, which is all about clarity and truth and what is real, the blunt and honest truth. You know, these 3 cards are the blunt and honest truth. So you're living and embodying your truth. You're communicating your truth. You're seeing your truth, but you're doing so with compassion for yourself and others. It's just matter of fact. It's not emotional. It's just, this is how things are. This is who I am. This is what needs to happen to create balance and stability. And you know, you're just owning that and accepting it, receiving it as well from the universe. You're now at this point where you're allowing in clarity and truth, and even just truth about yourself. Like, who am I really? What has been holding me back? Where do I need to go in order to improve? Even if you don't know the full road ahead, it's like, what the next step? What's the next step that I need to take to own myself and to, you know, one second, I'm gonna pause the video real quick. Sorry about that, pile two. I was hearing some weird noises from my neighbor. Anyway, maybe perhaps you're sensing some disturbances around you and other people, but you're just kind of like, no, I know my truth. I know what needs to happen. I'm stable in myself, and I'm not gonna allow any outside energies to sort of disrupt this path that I'm choosing for myself here. So this is really good. Let's get more. It definitely feels like you've been through some stuff. Like you've been through the darkness, you've been through pain, you've confronted your own pain, and now it's just taught you like how resilient you are. It's taught you where you're not gonna compromise anymore. The 4 again, that foundational energy. So we're just gonna take that because you're really setting yourself up for what's next, and you're protecting your own energy. These are all, you know, Emperor, Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, 4 of Pentacles together. It's like protecting your energy, going on a new adventure, and there might be other people along the way that meet you there, but you are understanding that people need to meet you on your level. You're not going to lower yourself for other people, and you're going to protect your energy from any kind of BS or anything that is incongruent. Like these are all like stable, solid energies, like with the Emperor and the 4 Pentacles. Like it's really stable and grounded, and It feels like you're becoming more good with yourself in your own energy. There might be fiery people around you who are getting riled up, but it's just kind of like, no. Three of Pentacles. So you have the 3 and the 4 of Pentacles. So yeah, there are other people on your journey that are going to be joining your journey and collaborating, whether that's work-wise, spiritually, friendship-wise. You know, collaboration is a broad word. We can collaborate in many different ways in this life, and it just feels like you're going to have people who can like meet you where you are and help you build upon this foundation that you've created for yourself. That's the energy coming through. Other people coming in alongside you, meeting you where you are to help build upon the foundation that you're creating, and allowing you to like build more of a sense of abundance and like, I don't know, just I do feel a sense of abundance, a foundation of abundance coming through with 7 of Pentacles, more of Pentacles energy. So yeah, that's like seeds that you've planted beginning to sprout energetically. Hold on, sorry guys. All right, the dog is barking over at the neighbors, so there's a lot of kind of, it's funny how we're talking about disruptive energy in the environment, perhaps, because that's what's happening right now. And it's just like, okay, get it out, you know, make noise, but I'm solid, I'm stable. So apologies about the dog, but we'll be fine. So yeah, the 7 of Pentacles is about seeds that you've planted long ago, energetic seeds that you've been nurturing and nourishing through the darkness, because seeds grow in the darkness, and finally starting to see them sprout and like, just get that gratifying feeling that like all the effort that you've put into yourself is bearing fruit, actually. You know, it's in the material world. It's not just sort of this idea or this feeling or the sense that you're getting, but it's actually like proving to apply practically in your own life. Yeah, and you are being shown the ways in which you have held yourself back, in which other people around you are holding themselves back, and the ways in which you felt trapped. Because whenever we're being guided and ushered to take that step onto a new path, we're also seeing where we were held back before. So that just may be coming up, and you might notice that in other people around you as well. But it's okay, because it's an illusion, you know. This is of the mind. The swords, 8 of Swords, is of the mind. So it's not real. There's not actually a physical obstacle holding you back. It's just about, you know, again, like I was saying, the old programs being uninstalled and the new ones being reinstalled. And I do feel that you are seeing clearly what is leaving and what is re-emerging or emerging in your life. We do have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. So that's just being very like good with yourself, within your own energy, feeling abundant, feeling like you have all your needs met, feeling like you can meet your own needs and say what you need to say. We have the character here with the microphone. So this is you saying what you need to say. And again, it's a similar color in the dress, this sort of soft yellow-green, off yellow-green energy, which I'm viewing and interpreting here as like combination solar plexus heart chakra energy. So that's like embracing your strength through your softness, which I think is beautiful, truly, because you create safety for your, it's like the Emperor is a masculine energy. So it's like when you're stable and solid in your own masculine energy, whether you're female, male, divine feminine, divine masculine, we all have both, obviously. So when you're good with your own inner authority, your own inner masculine, then you can be soft in your approach to things, because you already feel protected and you don't feel like you're being threatened and you have to like be super, super defensive. You can just be real. You can just be real while still being soft and feminine if you identify as divine feminine, which is beautiful. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get some extra card tarot here from the Londa Tarot, and we'll just expand on this and see if they want to bring through any more for you guys. Pile 2. So God, for my pile number 2, what's the blunt truth of their situation right now? 4 of Swords, 9 of Swords. So this is like any kind of overthinking, anxiety, worry, fear, concern, just giving it all a rest, laying down the swords and feeling at peace and at ease, and not, it's feeling tired of like being tired from overthinking and overanalyzing and trying to guess what's going to happen. It's just this sense of peace and rest and reflection and healing, and allowing all of this stuff to come together, and allowing your power to just be, and allow, you know what I mean? Like when you're in your power, 444 on the timer, when you're in your power and stability, you can rest because you've established the boundaries, and you don't have to be on guard all the time anymore because the boundaries are already in place. So you don't have to be hyper vigilant and overthink, what are people going to do? What are people's reactions going to be? Because you've already set those boundaries and were solid in them. There's no defensiveness. So you can just rest and take it easy. That's beautiful. Beautiful combination there. What else for my pile number 2? What is the blunt truth for my pile number 2? 8 of Cups, emotionally walking away from BS, emotionally walking away from that which is not for you, on the journey of what is for you. So that is what this new journey that you're going on is for. It's moving away from emotional BS and not being satisfied emotionally, and really moving towards your fulfillment, because the figure in the 8 of Cups is always moving towards their 9 and 10 of Cups, which is their ultimate fulfillment. That's what they're moving towards. And it's a journey again. And you are a very reflective person. You have done a lot of reflection. I see the figure in the traditional 8 of Cups card as like the hermit. So someone who has been on a very internal journey of self-reflection and going through the darkness, being with the darkness. And this is just kind of like the Empress energy, the Queen of Pentacles showing up here with the 6 of Swords at the bottom here. So that's another moving away card. This pile is similar to pile 1. So collectively, I feel like we're all kind of experiencing similar things here. But so feel free to watch multiple piles if you feel called to. But yeah, this is just presence. This is presence and okayness within your own body, within yourself. Feeling like you're abundant no matter what's going on around you. Feeling like you are enough, you have enough, and you're worthy of abundance and safety and presence and support. And again, that protection. I feel this energy of protection and support around you. So whatever may be going on, whatever might be shaking out, whatever you have already gone through, I feel like you're protected and supported. And again, you're healing, you're moving into healing, you're moving away from like the BS, like I said, and into something that's more safe feeling and right feeling. Yeah, because you've been manifesting this, like I was saying with the 7 of Pentacles. This is something that just the nature of your journey, each step along your journey prior to now has manifested this new way of being for you. It's not something that you've had to overthink. It's a very natural process of manifestation through experience and sort of your own consciousness and your unconscious calling in what is truthfully desired just through experiencing things that have been difficult in the past, going through the darkness and the transformation, like I was saying. Eight of Swords again. So many of you have really felt trapped in your circumstances in your life, have felt stuck in many ways, but that time is over. At the moment, you might just be in this rest period for now and kind of detaching from some icky emotional energies and unsticking yourself and learning how to be more independent too as well for many of you. And because I was getting like the moon and the sun here, some of you are kind of connecting with like, because you're unifying with yourself and your own divine essence and presence, it's like you are kind of coming more into alignment with that sun and moon, yin and yang energy, just not just with romantic relationships, but just with the balanced give and take between you and the universe in general. And like, yeah, you're just moving forward in a balanced way and being appreciated and seen for who you are and how you're showing up now, because you're showing up in a new, more powerful, empowered way than before. And it's allowing you, again, momentum forward. You're moving forward. And again, more emotionally mature energies are going to be coming in around you. So it's really good. Okay, so now we're going to get couple Starseed Oracle cards for you. Oh God, for my pile number 2, what is the blunt, honest truth about their situation at the moment? What needs to be bluntly expressed? I feel like, honestly, all my readings are kind of blunt in a way, hopefully delivered with a sense of compassion and love, but, you know, this is just real. We're just looking at what's real. Called, soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. So yeah, you're being called onto the path, onto the new journey that's about to unfold. And you have been going through soul training and understanding and realizing your own soul gifts that you've been given in this life. And now you're ready to kind of emerge from the darkness and step up in your own life and answer the call and just be empowered and good with yourself so that you can do that, you know? It's just, it's time for the mission to kind of get underway here in like a new, more active sense of it. Fall into my arms, surrender, holding opposites, extremes of life. So yeah, you have experienced the extremes of life, 11:11 on the timer. You have been through the darkness, and now you're about to see the light with the moon and the sun. It's like again, like I said, the yin and the yang. You've experienced all of it to kind of get a sense of what you really need for you, and just surrendering to that natural process that you're in. Falling into the arms of the divine and the universe and yourself. And that is the very thing that's been carrying you forward with all of this, is just allowing yourself to experience the process through all of the ups and downs and the difficult emotions and the realizations and the, you know, but you're doing it and you've reached a big milestone, it feels like. So it's something to be really proud of, you guys. I'm really proud of you. The universe, your guides, God is really proud of you. And that is the blunt and honest truth of the situation. At the bottom here, we do have deep cellular healing. So again, with the healing energy, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. More of this kind of archway into onto a new path showing up here. But yeah, this really speaks for itself, that this transformation that you've been in is very healing, which is allowing this more stable, solid energy to be broadcast from it within you and carry you forward. So it's incredible. Okay. Lastly, I'm going to pull an Angel Answers Oracle card for you. Okay, for my pile number 2. God, what message wants to be expressed? The blunt, honest truth for my pile number 2. Get more information Interesting. I'll get one more. Romance. Interesting. So, I mean, I am picking up that union energy and have been since the beginning for you guys. So some of you may be connecting with like twin flame type of energy or divine counterpart energy. You might be coming into alignment with that, not from the ego and not from feelings of lack or what is missing or what you want, but from a deep, deep, deep inner knowing that you're meant for this and this is already within you. And this, with this get more information card for some of you, this looks like the depiction of God in a sense. So it may be saying to learn more about divine counterparts and sort of the opposites of that, because we are holding the opposites. So you may be called onto this journey where you're being asked to learn more about divine counterparts through experience, but also just on the soul level, even perhaps intellectually, with her looking at the computer here, learning more about like twin flames, what that really means, not the egoic, trauma-based, attachment-based concept that many people are addicted to in an unhealthy way, but truly the deep God level counterpart energy that truly asks you to look within yourself and do deep healing within yourself. You might be about to embark on a journey that is like a twin flame journey for some of you. Or if not twin flame, the label doesn't really matter. It's just the depth of love and healing experienced within a connection and presence and availability. And just understanding the opposites and the extremes of the yin and the yang and what that looks like polarity wise within a connection. So just learning more about that is really coming through. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys, Pile 2. Hopefully some of these messages resonate for you. If they did, I would love for you to like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that. There's information about personal readings that I am currently doing in the description box below. And if you would like to contribute to the channel and support me, I would love that and appreciate it, but I do not expect it. I just opened up the invitation and there's information about that as well. But yeah, I'm sorry you guys that it's been a minute since I've posted. I'm just going through transition and shifting of my own and really integrating a lot right now. So I'm just doing my best to show up for myself and you guys. And yeah, appreciate you all so much and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hi, Pile 3. You guys chose the Emperor card here and the amethyst crystal here. So today we are looking at blunt truths from God and your higher self that want to be known right now. So let's just tap into the energy of you guys, Pile 3. I've already kind of cleared the energy from the last two piles, so we should be good. Okay, I'm seeing a crossbow or like a bow and arrow. So, well, does Buffy have a crossbow in this? No, but Buffy does use a crossbow in the series. So that's kind of like aiming at a target in a direction and like just going, like shooting for your target kind of energy coming through here. Let's see. It feels like if past energies are coming up for you guys, kind of like echoes of the past trying to kind of get your attention. It's kind of like you're not looking at that anymore. You're not choosing to focus on the old anymore. And you're more solid in your own energy. Let's see here. Yeah, this looks like a shadow of a vampire kind of creeping in the background as well. So you might feel like there's some static or background noise of some unwanted energies perhaps, but this is just that encouragement to continue not feeding sort of old energies, old patterns, beliefs, fears, anxieties that might kind of pop their head up again. Let's see what else is coming through for you guys. I am hearing there's a feeling of loss within for some of you. There's a feeling of loss, and I'm feeling it affecting my lower chakras, like my power center a little bit, or a sense of also like disrupting my sense of stability, like loss disrupting my stability in some type of way, whether that be mental, emotional, material stability, some type of loss, having knocked you a little bit. Pressure, I'm hearing pressure, some type of situation that's put pressure on you in some type of way, or there's pressure on the situation. But I'm seeing turning a new page. You are turning a new page, so things aren't going to repeat if you just continue taking steps forward and like the crossbow energy, like stay aimed at your desired target and you just keep taking steps and the page will continue turning and you're moving forward, not backward. What else is coming through? I'm hearing hip hop. That might be relevant for some. I'm hearing Telemundo. Tranquility, tranquilizer, tranquility, tranquil something. What else is coming through? Story time. Canned goods. Weird how I get different phrases that may or may not have relevance for some of you. But anyway, let us expand upon the initial energies we're getting here. So God, this is for my pile number 3. The blunt and honest truth that they need to hear right now. Blunt and honest truth for my pile 3 at the moment. Also, if you're a subscriber and you follow my videos, sorry it's taken me this long to get another one up, but it's just, I'm going through shifts as well and just integrating a lot and moving forward, so I'm just giving myself some grace for that while still trying to show up in an aligned way. Ooh, 2 of Cups. Beautiful. Here, I'm going to put this at the top, Emperor at the top, so we can get some more. With this Emperor, oh, the Sun, oh my goodness. So with the Emperor card showing up, that can talk about masculine energy. So some of you might identify with the masculine energy, or some of you might be kind of surrounding yourself and familiarizing yourself with more of a healthy, stable, grounded masculine energy so that you can become a vibrational match to that within a partner, because we're getting the 2 of Cups showing up. Some of you may, be connecting and interfacing with masculine energy so that you can kind of become comfortable and magnetize it in and be a match. Romantically speaking, if you identify as divine feminine. But some of you may also be stepping into your divine masculine and bringing in your divine feminine. But there's definitely a sense of like partnership coming through that is extremely, extremely positive and beautiful. Let's get more. God, for my pile number 3. So whatever like old energies might be creeping up or feelings of loss or whatever, it's like I don't see that. like getting in the way of something beautiful coming together for you. Okay, we have the World card. So completion of a cycle, no more old energy. We're at the end of that, and we're about to begin anew. Knight of Pentacles, Death card. I'm gonna put the Death card near the World because, actually I'm gonna do this. So we'll put Knight of Pentacles here. The Devil card is showing up here. So that might be what that kind of old energy, there may be temptation or to kind of re-engage with some old energies. I'm almost getting the energy of like tests coming through, like your own higher self bring through these old energies to kind of test you. Like, are you still going to engage, or are you going to keep moving forward, being loyal to your path and stay aimed at the end goal, which is like happiness, harmony, union, joy, positivity. So there might still be some negative energy that you're kind of like needing to kind of step away from or avoid in some type of way. Any kind of relationship dynamics or situations that make you feel limited in your thinking, feeling, that make you feel restricted or trapped in any kind of way, or that feel low vibrational and like stuck, dark. Yeah, because you have the sun here, so you're wanting to aim towards the light. I think with the crossbow symbol I was getting, it's like aim your sight towards the light and positivity and away from the old energy, away from dark energy. That's just kind of a reminder coming through for you because you're going through this big transformational process. Some of you might have had dealings with 2 or 3 specific people in the last kind of chapter of your life that have sort of tested you or triggered you or been significant in some type of way. Or it could be people who have come along the way to assist you on your journey of transformation. I mean, even if people trigger you or are kind of embody the devil energy in a sense, like old patterns, it's still helping. They're showing up to help you continue transforming. So they're actually earth angels in the guise of sort of devilish energy. It's just initiatory energy, dark energy to kind of help you see and move forward. So I'm liking this, but you're definitely, you know, on this path of moving away from limitation and dark energy, any kind of dark energy, and moving more so towards like positivity and light and union and harmony and like the yin and the yang balance, you know? And you're really, like I was saying, turning the page. It's like you're not even just turning the page, you're closing a whole book with the World card here. It's like the sense of completion of something, like passing the test again, like I was saying. Justice, wow. We're getting a lot of major arcana cards showing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is, you're going through a big transformation where things are finally going to be coming together as you're just shaking off some old spiritual debris, it kind of feels like, and things are being brought into balance by the just sword of the universe, in a sense, or the just gavel of the universe. And you're really kind of stepping into your king or queen energy with the crown there. Things are really being brought into balance for you. For all of you, the piles today are all about things coming to balance and kind of moving out of conflict and into a more healthy energy. That's kind of the big collective theme we're getting throughout the piles. 7 of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. So again, kind of like pile 2, it's like we're getting moving again. We have the 8 of Wands, just like pile 2 had at the bottom here, with the beautiful Ace of Cups underneath. So there's definitely, for this pile, there's definitely, I mean, actually, no, you know what? All the piles had love kind of showing up too. So there's some heart opening that's coming through as you're kind of shaking off some old energy, as you're continuing to transform and be patient, and seeing kind of the energetic seeds that you've planted finally kind of culminate in a physical manifestation that feels gratifying, to where you feel like you're actually like moving forward again, because we have 2 knights. So you're moving forward with the 8 of Wands as well. You finally feel like you're moving forward away from negative energies, or if you're in negative energies now, it's like you're being encouraged to move away from those and towards the light and towards harmony. And you're being encouraged that things will work out. If you're viewing this video, your energy is matched the message that things are going to be working out in your favor here, and things that maybe you've been waiting a long time to come into fruition are going to be coming into fruition, because it does feel like it's been this waiting process with the Knight and 7 of Pentacles. There's been a wait, and it's been step by step, and it's still going to be step by step, such as life, right? But it's like the Knight of Pentacles is an energy you can count on. So you can count on things shifting in your favor. You're not going to be in this death energy for much longer, it feels like. It feels like energy is going to start moving again. And, you know, it feels like you're going to be coming into union somehow with like a masculine energy, or just you engaging with masculine energy is going to allow, in an aligned way, is going to allow you to come into union with yourself, and the byproduct of that being with another. So, let's see. Any other messages that want to come through these cards, Spirit? Let's see. I don't know. I'm seeing like an Egyptian pharaoh's, like, you know, headdress type of thing. Which kind of reminds me of like the Chariot card, traditional Chariot card, which is moving forward. Yeah, you're just moving forward. Let's get more from the Alone to Tarot here. With this pile, it feels more like any negative energies aren't necessarily like heavy in your current situation. It feels more like kind of in the background, in the rearview mirror, but they might kind of still sneak up on you and say, hello, I'm here. Are you going to engage with me? And it's just, you're encouraged to, you know, turn away. Just turn away and just be aware that it's there. Okay, for my pile number 3, what is the blunt and honest truth for whatever situation they're in right now, whatever needs to be known? What is the blunt and honest truth? Rest. This has been coming up for everybody. A sense of rest coming through after like leaving behind darkness and completing a major cycle of transformation in your life. It's like, give yourself the grace to rest. And I think it's funny how I'm doing that. Having taken a break from posting for a little bit, almost 2 weeks, it's kind of like we have to allow ourselves the grace period to rest and integrate and reflect on everything that we've been closing out and wrapping up, and inviting in all of the positivity that we're moving into. Major theme for the collective right now. This is for everybody, not even just the people watching this video, but for a lot of people out there, I feel. Hanged Man, surrender, letting go, allowing the rest and reflection phase. Not even phase, but just moment, because it's like after completing a major cycle in your life where you're closing out so many bad, like negative, toxic patterns, it's like it's okay to let go and just be still for a moment even. Just give yourself that moment is what's coming through. And in that moment, you're going to be seeing everything in a new way, and seeing the value in everything that's come before, and even seeing value in like being tested by the shadow and the dark, because it's allowing you to see your own power. It's allowing you to see yourself in a new way, in a powerful way. And it's allowing, this process has been allowing you to become more vulnerable with yourself, more true to yourself, more in touch with your inner child and your actual needs. And it's going to allow that energy to come towards you and like make a romantic gesture towards you. Ooh, Queen of Cups. Yeah, like being surrendered again to your divine feminine flow, to your intuition, to your emotional resonance, whatever wants to flow from you, to your psychic abilities and just what you're sensing. And I think many of you are sensing, I'm tired, it's time for a break. I just need to rest for a moment. You know, and that might be what the Seven of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles is saying. It's like, there's no rush. There's no rush, right? You are moving onto the better path now, onto the higher timeline, but it's like you don't have to rush yourself to be there already. You know, because you still want to allow yourself the grace and space to shake off some of the extra debris that might be still in your field. But I'm telling you now that you are cleansing and clearing that from your field 100%. And I do feel continued nourishment and psychic healing and spiritual healing and support as you're kind of closing things out and moving forward and coming more into union with yourself and with another. We have the King of Pentacles showing up. So some of you may be attracting in, oh, look, we have the Emperor again at the bottom. Masculine energy coming through big time. So some of you might be very much so attracting in a stable, grounded, masculine energy who's available and present for you and can provide for you and meet your needs. They're very direct. They're very clear and assured in who they are, and they have this like strong, solid sense of self where they can show up for you, and they have this sense of you being this beautiful divine feminine that they want to care for and meet fully in your authenticity. Because even with this Sun card, we have two people here, Buffy and Spike, who are seeing each other, and the divine feminine is opening up the heart space in the divine masculine, and it's creating this like beautiful portal into love and light. And again, with the darkness, the light is like overcoming and like repelling any remaining dark energies that might be in your energy field, in the energy field of the person coming in. They might be going through a similar process as well. And both of you might be in this process of like you and this person, if they're in your life or even if they're coming in and you haven't met them yet, it's like you're both kind of balancing out your feminine, your masculine energies. If you're a feminine who hasn't trusted masculine energy, perhaps you're surrounding yourself, like I was saying, with more masculine energy to make yourself comfortable with that and be a match to that. If you're a divine masculine, you might be becoming more comfortable with how to create safety for the divine feminine and approach her or him or whomever in a stable, available, solid way. So everybody's just kind of in preparation for this connection and union, and it's beautiful. And, you know, there might be kind of like, if you're in a situation where you're coming into union, you're right about to meet somebody or you have met somebody, any kind of dark energies around on the periphery, it's like just ignore it and don't let it get to you, right? Because it feels like this masculine energy is very much like, no, we're not dealing with anything that's unsafe. We're creating safety. We're creating a sense of abundance together, and this is how it's going to be. Yeah, but it does still feel like maybe they've been through some heartbreak too, so they're empathic and can see your pain as well. So there's safety around like being with each other's pain, but not letting other people kind of like contaminate or taint this connection that's going to be coming in, while still being able to emotionally be present with the any kind of past previous pain. There's that Seven of Wands defensive energy. So being on the higher vibrational ground and staving off, again, sort of the devilish dark energies, just being like, get away. No, I'm not dealing with that. Another common theme in these readings. So this is powerful for all of us. I'm really proud of us for, getting to this point, right? I'm going to see if a couple more of these want to come through, and then we'll get some oracle cards to close things out. For my pile number 3, God. Pile number 3. I just saw the image of the movie series Scream, like the horror movie with Ghostface, so I don't know if that's relevant for anybody, or I'm trying to think of what that could mean. The Tower. Like somebody being unmasked, maybe, because Scream, it's kind of like the killer's always unmasked, almost like in Scooby-Doo, where it's like you can see who's the culprit, you can see the source of the dark energy, and they kind of reveal themselves in a way, and it might be shocking with the Tower. Scream is all about like the shocking twist of like who the killer is. So it's like when you're seeing some of this crap being brought up, it might be a little bit shocking, or like, oh my God, I didn't know that this person was like this, or I didn't know that this person was this immature, or that they were going to have this reaction, or whatever. But on the positive side with the Tower, this union that's coming into being for you might be very shocking and surprising and out of left field, and just kind of like knock you off your feet a little bit and be like, whoa, and be very intense energetically within the union. And this is just kind of saying along your journey, there are going to be surprises along the way, unexpected things that happen, good and bad. But you've got what it takes with all this strong, stable Emperor energy showing up. You've got what it takes. 7 of Pentacles over the Seven of Pentacles. So again, this is just about continuing to cultivate your own garden in a healthy way. Nourish and nurture yourself in whatever process that you're going through right now. Letting go, healing, coming into union with yourself, opening up to what you truly need emotionally, inviting in this divine union, this partnership that's actually going to be healthy and can meet you fully and available for you. So just being patient with that, and knowing that it's happening, like it's happening, it's here, it's coming. Judgment, major awakenings, major awakenings. Wow, guys. Yeah, it's just big energy. I mean, it has been a lot lately, but it's no different now. Yeah, you're being called on the path towards what is meant for you, which is connection, positivity, light, burning away the darkness, cleansing and clearing away the spiritual debris in your energy field, and reemerging as this new and improved version of yourself. Ultimate glow up, like the new book, the next volume of your life, for sure. Okay. Oh, and then we have the 8 of Cups at the bottom, which is emotionally withdrawing from anything that does not serve you, anything that is not fulfilling you, you're walking away from. That is the encouragement and validation here with that. So now let's get you some Starseed Oracle cards, just a couple. And for my pile number 3, God, the blunt and honest truth for my pile number 3. The blunt and honest truth for my pile number 3. What wants to come through for them, these people watching this pile specifically? I'm seeing Archangel Raphael, calling on Archangel Raphael to continue healing and bring the energy down into the body in a healthy way, and healing relationships and healing mindsets and patterns. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. So this does kind of give me that like pause energy of like gaining perspective with the Hanged Man. Hanged Man is all about perspective and changing perspective. And with the Four of Swords, it's that pause energy. And it's kind of saying like none of the BS matters. Like, look at the bigger picture of your growth and the process that you're in and the direction that you're facing, and not getting caught up with like old shit and like, you know, things that are tempting you into a lower vibration. It's like that stuff does not matter. And, you know, you can send love to the old energies. You can see the humanity with the common ground here. You can see the humanity in other old previous energies, but just say like, I'm like, whatever you're doing, it doesn't matter on my path. Just really seeing the bigger picture of your own life here and cutting out the things that just don't matter. Pile 3. One more. Okay, let's just look at these. Well, there's 3. We'll briefly look at all 3, okay? It says your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. So that's just, again, taking charge of your own life, not needing to necessarily like rush or anything like that to like change or shift things. But, you know, you're just taking your steps forward, right? And taking accountability for that. And also realizing that your future is like a blank canvas and you get to create it. You're the artist, you're the director of your own movie, right? And so it's just taking responsibility for that and making choices that feel healthy, that contribute to your desired outcome. And that is what's going to manifest this union, partnership, positive experience moving forward for you. Called soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. So yeah, that just kind of validates the Judgment card and everything we've been saying of like stepping up in your own life. This came out for pile 2, I believe, as well, or one of the pile. I mean, they're all very similar today, but yeah, you're just stepping up in a new way and giving yourself grace to take a beat and rest and allow these new perspectives to integrate and to take that step back. But then this kind of reminds me of the Eight of Cups, the figure walking away onto their own personal journey. And we have the Eight of Cups there. So, and it's interesting how this color and this color kind of are similar to the color of the background I have here. Okay, so then we have fall into my arms. This also came up. Wow, so many collective messages. Surrender, holding opposites and extremes of life. So again, like if you saw pile 2, this is just reiterating that you're looking at the shadow and the light and you're making your choices on what you want, which is going to be the light if you're, you know, committed to yourself and your positive path moving forward. You're not going to entertain the old, but still hold space for it to be and just say, I'm not choosing that, but I'm not going to antagonize you or make you the villain because that just gives you more power, right? It's just about neutralizing that and understanding both polarities and making your choice based on what is right for you. And surrendering to the path that is right for you, but, you know, also letting whatever old energies need to come up and be purged within you to come up and not judging that, but just allowing it to come up and then say, I'm choosing something else for my highest good. So that's that. And then lastly, we're going to get angel answers, one of these or 2. We'll see, depending. For my pile number 3, God, for my pile number 3, what is the blunt and honest truth that wants to come out? in the near future. Okay, so these changes are going to be coming in very shortly, very shortly. So it almost feels like you resting and relaxing after and closing out a major cycle is the very thing that's going to allow energy to kind of like lurch for, like not lurch forward, race forward with this Eight of Wands card showing up here. Yeah, it's like this is all very present in your life now, this change, and like you starting to see the new energies and the new experience of self and others. And perhaps this partner, you're going to see signs of this partner actually physically coming in very, very soon, especially because we have two angels together. So that union energy of like closeness, you're going to experience closeness in a new way with people very shortly. So something to look forward to, something to know and hold as truth, not something to envision as like in the far future or like something that's away from you, but it's very present with your energy now. So it wants to show up, it's ready to show up. And it's going to be a beautiful experience that's like almost cosmic, it feels. Very spiritual as well. So those are the messages I have for you today, pile 3, excuse me. Again, sorry it took me this long to post, but I'm just happy to be doing it now. And I am doing personal readings, so if you want to get in touch with me, there's information about that in the description box below. And if you're feeling generous and would like to contribute to the channel, there's information for that as well. No expectation, just opening up the energy for that. And yeah, I appreciate you guys so much. I'm excited for you. I'm proud of you. Your guides are definitely proud of you for, you know, sticking with this process and allowing yourself to change and transform. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon, okay? Take care. Bye.